This conference will now be recorded.
I'm
This
working as a
conference
Hadoop
will now be
developer.
recorded.
For past 4+ years onwards, I'm working as Hadoop developer and big data architect level. So right now I'm working in TCS as a project lead and the solution architect. And from the cloud era, guys, I'm a Hadoop developer certified. So I have trained more than like 1,000+ members for all online trainings. In internal TCS itself, I have trained around some 2,000+ internal different teams who overall handle like different projects. And coming to the projects till now, I have handled like Cisco, Ericsson, and BT and Silicom. And recently I went to Dubai for the XLR project. Right. So right now I'm recruiting on this project. So this is about my experience, guys. So please share your experience. Aisha.
Hi, morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Yeah, I work
Yeah.
for Amazon. I stay in
Okay.
Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm into management field, but
Okay.
I'm interested in learning Hadoop, so I've already done core Java.
Right. Okay.
So looking forward for Hadoop.
Right. Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suresh. Suresh, you are in mute. You can unmute and you can talk to me.
I'm into testing background and I want to
Right.
move into Hadoop Big Data.
Right. Okay. Great. Fine, guys. Fine. Thank you for the information. So, guys, today, right, what we're going to see, we'll see like basics from data, big data, and why Hadoop is the best, and why not the other technologies, right? We'll see everything from the basics to advanced level. So first, let's start about like the introduction to basic level, like what is the data, big data, all things from basics to advanced level. We'll see now. So first of all, let's see coming to the data. So guys, what is the data? It is nothing but gathering the information, right? So how we are going to store our data in terms of the bytes, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, zettabyte, exabyte, and yottabyte. Guys, the future is about we have bronobyte. So if you go with the byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, it's just a normal data. Even our normal systems can easy to handle that. And what about this? This is a huge volume we have, a large volume. Everyone call this is as a big data, but this is not the big data. It's just simply a large volume. So now let's see here, right? What is the meaning of the big data? If you're new to big data, what we will think, okay, we'll think it may be a software or a tool like that. But big data is not a tool, it's just simply a term which defines about the three characteristics here. One is the velocity of the data, and one is the volume of the data, and one is the variety of the data. So guys, what is the velocity? Like the speed of the data you're getting from your source to the destination here. For example, right now I'm in Hyderabad, I'm flying to the Bangalore. The each every second, right? All the fly information we capture and we'll analyze the data. And then we'll say, like, this is the height of the flight, the speed of the flight, like that. See, in a hospital, whenever you scan your body, right, you'll get the information. Based on that, we'll take action, right? So what I'm saying is, if you got the good speed of your data, right, you can easy to analyze it. And what about the volume? In a big data, volume is nothing but this is the large volume we have. And what about the variety? We have a three types of the varieties here. One is a structured data, one is the unstructured data, and one is a semi-structured data. So what is structure? Like the data, the format is like a tabular format. Everything on the structured format, right? What about the unstructured? For example, see in a Facebook, we upload the videos, images, comments. It's all unstructured data. What about semi-structured data? Like a JSON data, XML data, clickstream data. right? You know about JSON, right? Is a JavaScript object notation data. And what about the XML? Is the extendable markable language. What is a clickstream? Looks like a new keyword. Looks like a new keyword. For example, suppose I am the customer, I am doing the online shopping with Amazon. I enter the website. So I want to buy something. So I enter the website, but after some time, I didn't see any offer. So what we do? We'll just come out, right? If you observe, guys, you'll get some automatically advertisements in the browser. How you got the ads in the browser? Whatever you're doing, the mouse clicks on the website, the team is going to capture all of your data. They analyze the data. They'll show you some offers to you to attract the customer again. So whatever you do, the mouse clicks, this all everything on the all the mouse clicks is called the clickstream data, and that data is like a semi-structured format. Like this, we have the three different types of the varieties and the three different types of the factors here: velocity, volume, and variety. The three factors combination we call as a big data. So if you see, guys, around the 4 to 5 years back, we don't have this concept, right? From past 2 to 3 years onwards, we're continuously hearing big data because data is growing a lot continuously. You know, as per the IDC analysis, IDC is a US based organization. You know what they will do is they'll analyze the data, you know, how much they use overall the worldwide. Till 2007, we got the 0.9 zettabyte. Till 2011, we got 1.9 zettabyte. Till 2012, we got 2.9 zettabyte here. In a 4 years of the time, it just increased the 1 zettabyte. So within a 1 year, we got the 1 zettabyte. So what I'm saying is the flow of the data is rapidly growing a lot continuously. So here my job is we want to handle the big data. So till now what we discussed about the variety, velocity, and the volume we have. So here we discussed about the big data characteristics. Like one is like a volume and the varieties, and we have velocity, the speed of the data. This is called the three V's in a big data. So we have one more V is called about the veracity. It means is the data is really useful or not. That's called the four V's we have. Let's see from which sources getting the vast amount. Social media, right? It is one of the biggest example of big data getting the vast amount from different sources like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and the scientific instruments. The NASA team every second they'll produce all the weather reports, right? Mobile devices, guys, you know we are sending around 11 millions of messages to mobiles in a 1 minute throughout the world. So in the olden days we had newspapers, but nowadays we got so many websites and the blogs and apps. So what I'm saying is here, all of us are generating here and all of us are consuming here. So the main challenge is how to handle the big data. That's the main challenge we have. So let's see from which sources we're getting this vast amount. From the mainframes, client server, internet, mobile devices, and a social media and a cloud computing. Every minute we got the 1 lakh tweets, around 7 lakh updates in a Facebook, around 11 millions of messages through mobile, around 7 lakh updates in a Google. So guys, this is we call as a big data. Here you'll get the high speed, huge volume, and number of varieties. Is it possible? Can we control this? For example, I'll ask you, Aisha and Suresh, can you please stop using your Facebook and mobile? You guys gonna stop it? No, right? So we don't know how to control this big data. So we are looking a solution to handle that. So now here my job is I want to handle the big data here. That's my job here. Like how we can handle. What is the meaning of handle? So it means I want to store this vast amount of the data and I want to process all the varieties of the data. This is my job in the big data. So here, guys, we are looking a solution to handle this big data. Right, let's go with the SQL. You know all SQL, right? What is SQL? Is a structure, query, language. So your name defined, it can access the only structured data. And SQL can access in terms of the byte, kilobyte, megabyte till gigabyte only. But what is my job in the big data? I want to store the vast amount starting from terabyte. I want to process about all the varieties. Means I have a structure, unstructured, semi-structure. But see, using a SQL, I can handle only structure and that to limit amount only. So means using a SQL, it is not possible to handle the big data. Like a SQL, all the RDBMS systems are failed to touch the big data like Oracle, SAP, Teradata, DB2, all our traditional databases is not able to handle the big data. But my job is here, I want to handle the big data. So let's see how we can handle. So let's go with the Hadoop. So Hadoop is a data management framework. What is the meaning of framework? See, my laptop is a framework. I have a keyboard, mouse, screen, everything is integrated. I am saying it's a machine. Same way, Hadoop is a framework which consists of different components doing different job like storage, processing, streaming, scheduling, importing, everything we have. All or internal services in Hadoop. We can simply say Hadoop is simply a software framework. Say software framework. And what is data management? Is nothing but in Hadoop, right? So guys, you see, in Hadoop, right, we can store any amount of the data. In Hadoop, right, we can process any variety of the data. I got it right. What is my job in the big data? I want to store the vast amount. Yes, Hadoop can store any amount. And here I want to process all the varieties. Yes, Hadoop can process any variety like this. Okay, first let's go with the history, guys. What is the history of the Hadoop? How they got this idea? From the Google team, right? There is a paper. Based on the paper, Mr. Dog Cutting, he got an idea with the of Hadoop with the Apache team support. He released the Apache Hadoop. Apache Hadoop is our main core origin one, and it is a open source. Means free software, right? So Apache Hadoop is a free software. I will take the Apache Hadoop, I will customize, I'll make my own flavor. I can make it as Venkat Hadoop. Same way, based on the Apache Hadoop, guys, we'll make our own flavors. We got the official flavors in the market are Cloudera, Hortonworks, MapR. These are all official flavors in the market. In all these flavors, right, the best flavor is about the Cloudera team. Because the Cloudera team, they have taken the Apache Hadoop and they customized, they added some new components and they installed a manager and they given as a pre-configured version. Pre-configured means everything is already installed. You just simply start and play. And if you have any issue, right, we can easy to handle the flavors we have. The flavor team will give us support on this. So Cloudera is one of the best flavor we have. Now coming to the Hadoop, let's see why Hadoop is the best solution we have. Why Hadoop is the best? For example, let's go with the SQL, Oracle, SAP, HANA, Teradata. Some examples. I'll go with the Hadoop. In Hadoop, I'll simply say 5 characteristics. These will say Hadoop is the best. One, we have scalability. And next we have flexibility. And next we have a cost effective. And next we have fault tolerance, high performance. This will say Hadoop is the best. First, let's go scalability. Guys, what is the scalability? In a Hadoop, we are doing a parallel processing. Parallel processing means based on the client data, we'll take number of systems. Whenever client add the more data, we'll take the more systems. That's called we have scalability. Flexibility means as discussed in a Hadoop, store any amount. Process any variety. But these are all, guys, limitations, right? Storing a limitation, processing a limitation. Cost effective means I discussed Hadoop is a free software. I can run the Hadoop in 1 GB RAM, 20 GB hard disk also. But these are all, it's not free. So costly softwares, maintenance costly, hardware costly, so cost effective, so costly we have. Fault tolerance. For example, I have one file. If I load to one system crash, we lost everything, right? But see in a Hadoop, when you load your file to the one system, the copy will go second system and the third system we have. Because we have 3 times is a replication factor recommended. Next, coming to high performance. Suppose guys, I'm running my job in the one system. If system crash, my job will not stop. My job will process second system. So these are all the 5 characteristics here. We can say Hadoop is the best solution to handle the big data. Hadoop is the best to handle the big data. Like this we have. Okay. So now guys, you got the idea about like what is the Hadoop and why Hadoop. Where we use Hadoop. So I hope you know about the OLTP, OLAP. What is the OLTP and OLAP? OLTP is a online. It's an online transaction process. What is the OLAP? As like an online analytical process. OLTP is the online transaction process and OLAP is the online analytical process. For example, let's see. Suppose I'm taking a bank application. I'm taking a bank application. So I have a number of customers here doing all the banking transactions. So everything is loading into backend databases, right? So I have a different databases out there. So what we do, whenever any transaction happen, it is going to their own databases. This is called OLTP, right? Online transaction process. Number of customers are doing the banking transaction. Everything is going to backend databases, right? That's called OLTP. Guys, you know, these databases like a normal databases, which can maintain 3 months, 6 months, max 1 year data. What they will do after that? All the banks, they'll upload everything into their own back in a big warehouse. So what they will do, big warehouse will store all this data, will process and will do analytics here. So this is called OLAP, online analytical process. Now here my question is, what about Hadoop? So Hadoop is for OLAP. Hadoop is OLAP. Means using a Hadoop, what we can do is, so using a Hadoop, you can store your big data, you can process your big data, and you can do analytics on the big data we have. Storing, processing, analytics here. So this Hadoop is for OLAP process, online analytical process. Right. Let's start the framework, guys. You know, we discussed Hadoop is a framework. Right. We have a number of components out there because the data management framework. Basically, we have 2 of the core components. One is a HADFs, one is a MapReduce. First, from the client, we got the data. That's what we do first, storage, right? And next, my client is going to ask you the requirement, processing, right? So in Hadoop, whatever you store will take care by HDFS, and whatever you processing will take care by MapReduce. First, let's see what is HDFS. It is a Hadoop distributed file system. For example, from the client, I got the 100 GB of a data. Will take number of systems because we have scalability. In a Hadoop, in HDFS, each system we call as a data node. If you see my laptop is there, one data node. See in my laptop, I have a CD or the hard disk partitions, right? Same way in every data node, logically, internally, we have a number of blocks available here. Number of blocks available here. Guys, what is the Oracle block size? Any idea? 4 KB. So if you take the 100 MB file, how many blocks required in Oracle? 25,000 blocks. Because your block is a KB, if you take the small MB file also, we need the more blocks in Oracle. But see in a Hadoop, in a HDFS, 64 MB is a minimum default block size. So if you take the 100 MB file, how many blocks required? Just require the max 2 blocks, right? What I'm saying is in a Hadoop, in a HDFS, the block size is very high because we are handling the big data. So here 64 MB is a minimum default, 128 MB is recommended, 512 MB is a maximum block size. This is a question in certification. There's a question in certification. Sometimes interview in a interview or certification they'll ask you about the block sizes, guys. So like this, guys, we have a number of blocks, all the blocks in the data nodes, all the nodes in the racks, and all the racks in the cluster level. So these are all the physical machines to store the big data. Physical machines to store the big data we have. Right. Thus we have HDFS. Let's see how the cluster looks like. So you'll get the idea, right? How the physical machines. See, this is a cluster. These are all the racks, and these are all data nodes. Logically, internally, we have a number of blocks like that. So now let's see. Okay, next from the client, we got the requirement to process our jobs. Take away, MapReduce will take care of it, right? How it will take care of? For example, if you see my laptop, in my laptop, what is the backend? We have binary code processing, right? What about the front end? We have a different keyboards, English keyboard, Urdu keyboard. In the keys, we have letters, numbers, everything. So whatever you enter something here, it is going to backend and converting into binary and processing, right? Same way, Hadoop will know only MapReduce. But I know Java, right? Let's go with the Java. Write the coding part in a Java. Everything is going to MapReduce and processing in a Hadoop. I don't know Java. Then how will process? We can go for a Hive. Hive is a warehouse, and they have their own language called Hive query language. It's same like a SQL, guys. You just write the query. It is going to a driver and processing in a Hadoop. So I don't know Java. I don't know about Hive also. Let's go for the Pig. Pig is a scripting language. Just write the code. It is going to MapReduce processing in a Hadoop. So Java, Hive, and a Pig are the 3 ways of processing a Java, or 3 ways of processing we have. You know, one second, guys. You know, if you go with the Java thing, right? A small requirement in Java will take a 3 to 4 hours time minimum. You know, to write the coding is a manual, compilation manual, submission is a manual. Same job I can do in a Hive max half an hour time. Same job I can do in a Pig max 50 minutes time. So here Java, Hive, and a Pig, the 3 ways of processing jobs here. You know, out of these 3, right, the main thing is Hive and a Pig are very important. We are not using a Java nowadays in the real-time projects. Why? Because taking a lot of time, everything manual thing here. So to learn the Hadoop, remember guys, the basic prerequisite is SQL. That is the reason before going to a Hive, I'll give you the SQL 250 queries for your practice. If you know, okay. If you don't know, you can practice that. You'll get the grip. You'll become a SQL developer with the practice, right? So what I'm saying is Hive and a Pig. I will cover everything. I'll show through Java. I'll show through Hive. I'll show Pig as well. But Coming to a real-time point of view, guys, you need to be more focused on the hive and the pig levels we have. Next, coming to the scoop. Scoop is like ETL tool. Using a scoop, we can import the data from any database, and we can export. We can, export from the into Hadoop, from export Hadoop to the any other database. Also, can export it. It's like ETL: extract, transform, and loading. These are all the core components, guys. Now coming to the advanced components we have in the market are Impala, Flume, Solar, Hue, Woozy, HEBase, Zookeeper, Yarn. Impala is from the Cloudera flavor. That's like a minimum of 20 times, maximum of 100 times. Is a faster for retrieval process. Faster for the retrieval process we have. Next, Flume. Suppose, guys, my client is a Apple. They want to know about the iPhone tweets. Where is the tweets? Twitter or Facebook, or social media. My job is I want to stream the tweets into the Hadoop and I want to do analytics. So how we can do? Using a Flume, guys, we can streaming the web data, and whatever you are streaming, right, we can store everything into Solar. So these both are for the streaming and storing web data. And once we got the data into Solar, then we will do analytics here. This is called the social media analytics, guys. I'll cover this real-time project in our course. This is one real-time project we have. And next, coming to the Hue. Hue is a web UI. It's a graphical user interface. Just using a mouse, we can play. And Uji is for the scheduling a job. And HBase is like a NoSQL language, guys. Here we'll see the integration between the HDFS to HBase, Hive to the HBase, Pig to the HBase. All this we'll see integrations. Zookeeper is for the cluster management tool. Yarn is like a advanced of MapReduce. Advanced of MapReduce. From the client, I got the raw data. Guys, what we are doing with the Hadoop? Storing, processing, analytics, right? By end of the day, client want to see reports. See, in a Hadoop, we don't have a reporting tool, right? We don't have a reporting tool, no BA tool. Then how we can play? You need to go to market. If you see in a market, we have a number of tools available, but all will not support big data. Out of those tools, the best and support tool is called the Tableau. So guys, here I'll show you the Hadoop to Tableau live integration. Tableau is one of the best reporting tool under the 500 Fortune companies in US market. Tableau is one of that. As per the grand chart, is the top one in the market now from so many years onward. So we will cover Tableau also part of our course. I'll show you the live integration, guys, here. So means whatever you're doing the Hadoop, when you go with the live, automatically reports will change. That's called the live. That's what client expecting from developers, right? Next, coming to the next important, the new thing in the Hadoop is called Spark. Spark is a very important nowadays. They're focusing on the real-time transaction. We discussed Hadoop is an OLAP, right? Spark is like a OLTP, transactional support. Here, guys, we'll see the Scala in the Scala coding, Spark SQL, Spark streaming, Spark RDDs, ETL part using a JDBC RDD. Like we have a number of concepts we have in the Spark. We'll see. So this is overall topics, guys. So this overall topics will take 50-hour duration. Daily we have 1 hour session. Weekends we can plan based on the availability. We can plan these weekend sessions as well. So now we covered everything on the one demo, but we'll take from tomorrow. We'll take each topic slowly, practically, in depth, deep and dive. We'll see the Hadoop, Tableau, and Spark, everything. So let's see the schedule. So we'll follow the schedule, guys. Then only we can finish in organized way. So this is topic 1. Start with HDFS, practicals, installation, MapReduce, Hive practicals, end of the Hive assignment work. pig end of the pig assignment work, scoop end of the scoop assignment work. See all the topics, and we see all the assignments, guys, on daily. Hadoop is full of practical things. You need to spend time for practice daily, at least a weekends, right? Hadoop and next project work, you'll see, and Spark sessions, Tableau sessions. I'm adding a R also part of course. See why I'm adding all this? I can simply finish my course in the session of 30 hours for Hadoop. I can finish it. Why I'm adding all this? I'm working at TCS as a project lead, and I'm one of the member for recruiting team. So I'm a Spark for the recruiting as well. So what happened is I have observed that people are failing interviews. If you have something on advanced stuff, they're failing interview. If you ask something like what is a high, what is a pig, they'll say only definition, not at least practical as well. So I don't want my students are like that. That is the reason. It's just a matter of time. So because I have a good expertise of all these technologies, I scheduled everything with the advanced level. With this course, guys, we can apply a admin job also. We'll cover in this admin job, developer job, and BA2 like Tableau will cover. Overall, we are covering the Hadoop analyst level. So it means after this course, depends upon your experience, I'll help you to make a resume. We'll see at the end, resume discussion on one-to-one. Depends upon your experience, I'll guide you, and I will change your resumes. And then I'll guide you interview questions as well. I'll take the mock interview. I'll see like where you are lacking, and I'll ask you to join the topic again. So overall, I'll give interview guidance. So my intention is you need to get the good practice, so then it's easy to get the job in Hadoop. Nowadays, you see the markets, right? Is the top one in the market. We are recruiting continuously daily. I'm taking at least around 4 to 5 interviews minimum. I'm taking daily. So because the market is very good in every country, we have observed that. Now actually this month and December, it's like a peak time, right? Like it's all like a freezing time, but still we are recruiting because the requirement is like that. We got number of projects, and every client they are asking the migration to Hadoop. So like we can say this generation we are changing all the projects to the big data, everything from past 40 years of work. Now we're changing into big data. So next 40 years, definitely we have very good market in the big data we have, and it's open source. No one will get the competition, right? If you're giving a free, I can't give a free, right? So like that, it's a very free things. There's a market. So this is well scheduled. So we'll follow schedule. And coming to our softwares and materials, the installation part, we will see two types of drive access. So this is one of the Hadoop drive access, guys. In this drive access, we will see all the softwares and required materials. So interview questions, we have a topic wise, and we have a software sort there. I'll share this drive. You just simply go to softwares and download it, and I'll come to online. I'll take a team viewer installation. We'll take care of installation on laptop. So we'll install our Cloudera flavor. Any flavor is same. So if you cover the Cloudera, means you're covering everything with advanced level. So this is one drive access. So another drive access, I'll start this virtual machine. So we'll install this virtual machine on your laptop as well. So you can give any type of versions we have. We have different versions out there. We will play different topics out there. So I'll provide all the softwares we have in the link. So we're going to see all the practical stuff. Now let's see. I'm going to start with my Cloudera advanced version. So you can give like a 2 GB, 3 GB RAM, depends upon your RAM. I will take care of installation part. And there's another drive we will see on our daily sessions we have. Daily will record our sessions, guys, day 1, day 2, day 3. Suppose if you go with the practical things, you will see a video, assignments. Suppose if you go with the Hive, let's see, video, input files, PPT, and assignments. If you go with the Spark things, so you will see architecture part, everything I'll explain like this architect level. So then you'll get the idea, whenever the client sends some requirement, you are ready to design. So my intention, guys, you need to get the good practical with the architect level. Means we are covering everything, but end of the day, if I'm doing some requirement, you need design. Suppose this is a design I have designed for my Silicon client. See, This is the design I designed for the client. So end to end, this is the design. The end of the course, I'm very sure you guys will get this much of expertise. So then you can design with your own hands on, and same way you can practice with your own hands on as well. That is, we have well scheduled this course, including a Tableau and all the stuff. So this is a software I'm going to install in your laptop as well. So then we give you practice everything in this VM, right? We have a different ways. If it's a Windows, we'll use a workstation. If it's a Mac OS, we have another software is there. Depends upon your laptop, depends upon configuration. We will give a support. So I will take care of it, guys. Overall the expertise, I'll take care of it. But the same way, you have a assignment is for practicals daily or a weekly. You need to spend some time for practical. If you practice well, yes, I'm ready with you. I will help you definitely, to get the good placement in the big data level. And same way, wherever if I know some people, I can definitely refer on the big data as well. Thus, I can help you on that as well. So this is a virtual mission, guys. Whenever you start this Cloudera virtual mission, you will get the here Cloudera manager. This is for controlling and monitoring about your services. You can play everything in this service, right? And then you can go with the GUI for a hue, or you can go with the command line. It's all very interesting stuff, and interview level also, everybody is taking now in the basic level, not going with the more advanced level. So definitely this course is a more expertise. This I can simply say, after this course you can start your project with your own hand. That's it. That's all, guys. Any questions, please ask me.
Hi, this is Aisha. Can I know, is this going to be a weekend session or a
So we
normal
have
weekday
both
session?
available, Aisha. You can talk to the organizer. He will get back to you anyway. So you can
Okay.
ask about your flexible timings. You can plan accordingly. Not a problem.
So this would actually be my flexible time, because from Monday to Friday I will be working on weekdays. So 9:30 a.m. is the right time for me.
Right. Yeah, sure. We'll
So
plan accordingly. So you can do one thing, right? I think I
yeah,
already got the call from the organizer regarding you. We can,
yeah,
yes, we'll plan accordingly, and I'll give a schedule. The same schedule will follow, but the weekend we'll spend more time, like like a minimum 2 hours to 3 hours. Till take it, huh? Okay, right?
yeah. 2 hours is fine. Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, minimum 2 hours we'll
And
plan, huh? Okay.
and the system requirement is Mac
Yeah. Mac
Airbook
OS,
is okay for it, or yeah.
yeah, that's okay, not a problem. The only thing is you can download this software drive. I'll share it today. You can download this. I'll share. You can download it. I'll come to the online and we will take care of installation. Not a problem.
Yeah, I mean, any memory size it's okay, right? I have a
Memory
small
size.
Mac ebook.
It's a Mac OS, right? So definitely
Yeah,
I think it has minimum 4 GB available, right?
yeah, for sure. Yes.
Not that fine. Then fine, not an issue. And hard disk you can allocate 20 GB, 30 GB minimum, so that is fine. I will take care of it. The
So it
only thing
definitely
is,
has 128 GB, so not a
yeah,
big deal in that.
not a problem. And coming to the, only thing is, instead of workstation, you will install the Fusion. That's it. I'll give this key also for
Okay, it
full
sounds all Greek and Latin to me as of now. So yeah,
yeah, right, no issue.
we can do it once I get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, no problem, Aish. I'll take care of Aish. I'll come to the online. I'll take care of installation on your laptop. And whenever you got the issue,
Yeah.
I'll share my WhatsApp number on the next meeting. So whenever you got any issue, anything, I'll be available 24/7 on WhatsApp. Immediately I'll come. I'll resolve the issue for your practice. I'll be with you. The
Yeah.
only thing is practice. Practice is the main thing. In the game.
Yeah. Sure.
Right. Good. Okay. So I'll share, guys. What I will do is I'll share now today. We covered this first introduction session. I'll share the schedule, video, and the content as well. Can keep it yourself, and then tomorrow onwards. Tomorrow means like Aisha, for you next weekend onwards, we can plan a
Yeah.
regular meetings, as well as I'll share today the drive access as well. You can just download and then keep it in your machine. And once you've done the download, let me know in the WhatsApp. I'll come to the online. I will take care of installation.
Sure.
Okay, right, guys. So fine. You'll get the call from the consultancy guy. You can confirm and then you can give your own timings. Based on that, he'll organize everything. Right. So
Yeah.
yeah, thanks, Aisha. And Suresh, do you have any doubts? Sorry, I think it's too late for you, right? Midnight. Hope you're not sleeping.
Uh-huh.
Right, right. Okay, Suresh. So yeah, please talk to organizer, and we can give you available timings, right? We can plan accordingly. He'll organize everything.
Yes, sir.
Right. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Have a good day. Good night. Bye.